There is a subtle truth that many people overlook when they speak about bad luck, as if it were something floating outside of them, something unpredictable, something imposed by fate. But if you look more closely, you begin to notice that what we often call bad luck is deeply intertwined with the energy we carry within ourselves. It is not about blame, but about awareness, because awareness is where transformation begins. In your daily life, your thoughts are not just silent whispers in your mind, they are living patterns of energy. Every belief you repeat, every emotion you hold on to, every memory you revisit with intensity, these all leave an imprint on your inner field. Over time, these imprints accumulate, forming a kind of energetic atmosphere around you. And this atmosphere influences how you perceive the world, how you respond to it, and even what you attract into your experience. When negative patterns go unnoticed, they begin to feel normal. You may not even realize how often you expect things to go wrong, how deeply you hold on to disappointment, or how quietly fear shapes your decisions. This is where the illusion of bad luck begins. It is not that life is working against you, but rather that your energy is repeating what it has learned to expect. So the first step is not to fight against bad luck, but to gently turn inward and observe. Become curious about your own inner dialogue. Notice the moments when your mind drifts toward worry, doubt, or self judgment. Notice how your body responds, perhaps with tension, heaviness, or fatigue. These are signals, not problems. They are showing you where energy has become stagnant. Letting go does not mean forcing yourself to be positive or pretending that everything is perfect. It means allowing yourself to see clearly without resistance. When you acknowledge a negative thought or emotion without clinging to it, something remarkable happens. It begins to dissolve. Its hold on you weakens because you are no longer feeding it with unconscious attention. Think of it like holding a weight in your hand. If you grip it tightly, it feels heavy and exhausting. But the moment you open your hand, the weight drops. The effort disappears. In the same way, many of the emotional burdens you carry are sustained by the way you hold on to them. Awareness opens the hand. There may be memories that still carry pain, moments of regret, or feelings of guilt that seem difficult to release. But understand this, these are not permanent parts of who you are. They are experiences that pass through you, leaving impressions behind. When you revisit them with awareness instead of resistance, you create space for healing. Allow yourself to feel without becoming trapped in the feeling. Allow yourself to remember without becoming defined by the memory. In that space, your energy begins to shift. It becomes lighter, more fluid, more open to new possibilities. As you continue this practice, you will notice subtle changes. Situations that once triggered frustration may no longer have the same power over you. Thoughts that once felt overwhelming begin to lose their intensity. And slowly, almost effortlessly, your perception of life begins to change. This is the cleansing of your aura at its most fundamental level. It is not something you do from the outside, it is something that unfolds from within. When you release what no longer serves you, your natural state begins to emerge, a state of clarity, balance, and quiet strength. And in this state, what once felt like bad luck begins to fade. Opportunities appear where there were once obstacles. Interactions become smoother, more harmonious. You start to feel as though life is flowing with you rather than against you. But what has truly changed is your relationship with your own energy. Remember, you are not here to carry the weight of every past experience indefinitely. You are here to experience, to learn, and to evolve. Each moment offers you a new choice to hold on or to let go, to react unconsciously or to respond with awareness. As you choose awareness again and again, you begin to reclaim your energy, and when your energy is clear, your path becomes clear as well. Let go and allow your true energy to rise. As you begin to let go of what no longer serves you, something within you naturally seeks renewal. Just as the body requires daily nourishment and rest, your energy field also requires gentle, consistent care. The world you move through each day is filled with countless impressions, conversations, environments, emotions, even unspoken tensions. and your aura absorbs more of this than you may realize. This is not something to fear, it is simply the nature of being open and sensitive to life. But it does mean that cleansing is not a one-time act. It is a rhythm, a quiet return to balance. You don't need complicated rituals to begin. The most powerful practices are often the simplest because they bring you back to yourself. Start with your breath. Notice how it moves in and out of your body without effort. When you bring awareness to your breathing, you create a bridge between your mind and your energy. Each inhale invites freshness, and each exhale releases what has become heavy. If you sit with this for even a few minutes, you may begin to feel a subtle shift. Lightness, a sense of space opening within you. There is a natural intelligence in your system that knows how to restore harmony when you allow it. Your role is not to force the process, but to support it with presence. When you close your eyes and imagine a soft, radiant light surrounding you, you are not escaping reality. You are engaging with a deeper layer of it. This light is a reflection of your own awareness, your own clarity. As you visualize it, you may begin to sense it washing through you, gently dissolving any tension or residue you have been carrying. Nature also plays a quiet yet profound role in cleansing your energy. When you step outside, even for a short while, notice how your body responds. The warmth of sunlight, the movement of air, the stillness of trees, these are not just external elements, they are harmonizing forces. They remind your system of its natural state. You may find that simply standing under the open sky, breathing slowly, brings a sense of calm that no effort could achieve. Water, too, carries a subtle power of renewal. When you take a shower or wash your hands, you can bring intention into the act. Instead of rushing through it, pause for a moment. Feel the water as it flows over you, and imagine that it is not only cleansing your body, but also clearing away any heaviness in your energy. With this awareness, even the simplest daily routine becomes a moment of transformation. Consistency is where the real shift happens. It is not about doing something intense once in a while, but about returning to these small practices again and again. Over time, they begin to reshape your inner landscape. You become less reactive, more centered. The energy that once felt scattered or clouded starts to feel clear and steady. As your aura becomes lighter, you may notice that your interactions with others change as well. You are no longer absorbing everything unconsciously. Instead, there is a sense of gentle distance, a natural boundary that allows you to remain present without becoming overwhelmed. This is not detachment, it is clarity. You are fully engaged yet rooted within yourself. There may still be moments when you feel drained or unsettled. This is part of being human. But instead of seeing these moments as setbacks, you begin to recognize them as signals. A reminder to return to your practice, to reconnect with your breath, your awareness, your inner stillness. Each time you do this, you strengthen your ability to cleanse and restore your energy. Gradually, this way of being becomes effortless. You no longer think of cleansing as something separate from your life. It becomes woven into the way you move, the way you breathe, the way you respond to each moment. And in this natural flow, your energy remains vibrant, resilient, and open. You begin to realize that your aura is not something fragile that needs constant protection from the outside. It is a living field of awareness that becomes clear and strong when you nurture it from within. And as it clears, the sense of heaviness that once felt like bad luck begins to dissolve, replaced by a quiet sense of alignment and ease. Return to your breath, return to your awareness, and let your energy cleanse itself. As your awareness deepens and your energy begins to clear, there arises a natural need to protect what you are cultivating within. Not in a fearful or defensive way, but in a way that honors your inner balance. Because once you start to feel the lightness of a clear energy field, you also become more sensitive to what disturbs it. This sensitivity is not weakness, it is intelligence. It is your system recognizing what supports your well-being and what quietly drains it. Every interaction you have carries an energetic exchange. Some people leave you feeling uplifted, inspired, and calm. Others may leave you feeling heavy, restless, or uncertain without any obvious reason. This is not about judging others, it is about noticing how your energy responds. When you ignore these signals, you slowly allow external influences to shape your internal state. But when you pay attention, you begin to reclaim your space. Protection begins with awareness, but it becomes real through boundaries. Boundaries are often misunderstood as barriers that separate you from others. In truth, they are expressions of clarity. They define where your energy begins and where it ends. Without them, you may find yourself absorbing emotions, expectations, and negativity that were never yours to carry. To set a boundary does not require confrontation or withdrawal. It can be as simple as choosing how much of your time and attention you offer in a given moment. It can be the quiet decision to step back from conversations that feel draining or to limit your exposure to environments that disrupt your peace. These choices may seem small, but they have a profound effect on your energy. There is also a deeper boundary that exists within your mind. Not every thought that arises deserves your belief. Not every external opinion deserves your acceptance. When you strengthen your awareness, you begin to notice how easily the mind can be influenced by fear, by doubt, by the projections of others. Protecting your energy means becoming selective about what you allow to take root within you. This is where intention becomes your shield. When you consciously choose thoughts that align with clarity, gratitude, and growth, you create a stable foundation within yourself. This does not mean denying difficulties or pretending that everything is positive. It means that even in the presence of challenge, you remain anchored in a deeper sense of balance. Gratitude, in particular, has a quiet but powerful effect on your energy. When you bring your attention to what is already present and meaningful in your life, your perspective shifts. The mind becomes less reactive, less drawn to what is lacking or uncertain. This shift strengthens your energy field, making it less vulnerable to external negativity. At the same time, protection is not about isolating yourself from the world. It is about engaging with life from a place of stability. When your energy is grounded, you can be present with others without losing yourself. You can listen, connect, and respond without absorbing what does not belong to you. This creates a sense of ease in your interactions, a quiet confidence that comes from being rooted within. There may be moments when you feel pulled back into old patterns, when someone's words affect you more deeply than you expected, or when an environment feels overwhelming. In these moments, instead of resisting or reacting, return to your awareness. Notice what is happening within you. Take a breath. Reconnect with that inner space that remains untouched. Protection is not something you achieve once and then forget. It is a living practice, a continuous alignment with your own energy. The more you return to it, the more natural it becomes. You begin to carry a sense of calm presence that is not easily disturbed. Over time, you will notice that the same situations that once drained you no longer have the same effect. The same people who once unsettled your energy no longer hold that influence. Not because they have changed, but because you have. Your energy has become more stable, more coherent, more aligned with your inner clarity. And in this alignment, what once felt like bad luck begins to lose its grip. You are no longer moving through life unconsciously absorbing everything around you. You are choosing, moment by moment, what you allow into your space. This choice is where your power lies. Stand firmly in your energy, and let nothing that is not aligned with your peace remain within you.